how you know if you're in perimenopause or not, and just, ideally what that means on average. So, or what that looks like. So on average, we say it starts around 44, 45, but it can happen sooner or later. What typically happens first is changes in how she feels. The symptoms that I mentioned: she's not sleeping, she doesn't want to have sex anymore, she's gaining weight. The dietary and exercise things that she was doing before are no longer working now, right? And she may have hot flashes, may have night sweats. So those are early signs that there's hormonal changes occurring. And then the next sign is menstrual cycles. So maybe her menstrual cycles are becoming more frequent, where she's having, let's say, 2 bleeds in a month, or she's starting to skip months in between her cycles or menstruation. So those are often the early indications that she's in perimenopause. Now, if it's really early on, I would say this for anyone, really honing in on lifestyle determinants of health. Diet, exercise, and stress management are key. And I find in my practice that women who had, really been intentional about making those healthy choices throughout her life have a little bit of an easier experience in the transition into menopause. And when I talk about stress a lot, our adrenal glands, which are, 2 glands that sit on top of our kidneys, produce our stress hormones. And so as our ovaries reduce production in our sex hormones, in menopause and a little bit before, our adrenals will take over. And it's because they still produce a little bit of hormones on top of managing cortisol and other stress hormones. And so if there's been chronic stress, and a lot of other issues there, that amplifies the experience in menopause and perimenopause. So I would say start foundationally, make sure all of those areas are being addressed.